It's your girl Myra back with Hall of Fame podcast. We have hip hop superstar straight from Mexico, Adan Cruz. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, thank you for receiving me.
How was the flight over?
Good. I fell asleep. I was telling Mo that every time. I was telling Sloan that my life nowadays is slipping, sitting down.
And it's on the go.
Yeah.
And you started when you were 11 or 12 years old making music.
I was 11. I remember I used to. You remember those PCs, Alaska ones? You know that brand or not?
PC?
Yeah, PC, like the big ass PCs with the with the straw microphone. Mm-hmm. So my dad is he plays music, you know. He does all the instruments. So I used to play demos from his piano, electric piano, and I used to play like drum lines, and I used to, record my own vocals on the computer. With the beats of the keyboards and put in the straw microphone near to the speaker and just rap over there. So I made like a whole album from that, like an EP, and I started selling it at school for $1, you know. But it was not that serious, you know. I was just like fun. Experimenting, and it was like actually when I was 13 when I posted my first song digitally on MySpace. Yeah. And
how did that go? How did you blow up from there? And when did you start taking music more seriously?
I remember that I was very excited when I got to my first 100 views, 100 plays. And when I did my first travel, 1 year after that, because of one of my friends, he was bigger than me. We traveled to another city for the first time. We went to the TV show. We went to the nightclub the most popular nightclub in that city. It was like a small town near the mine, but it was like 3 hours away.
When you were 14 years old, you did your first show.
I was like 14 years old, and I started realizing that something big was about to happen with all that, But I remember that when I started listening to rap music, there's more raw lyrics around that, and my mom didn't like that,
She didn't like you listening to rap music?
Not even my oldest brother, Yeah. And I remember my oldest brother come to my room and just unplug the speakers and say, stop listening to that bullshit. That's not even music. That's not real music.
Who were you listening to?
I was listening to Eptos, I was listening to El Duende, I was listening to Acquid, I was listening to Psycho Realm, Cypress Hill, Cartel de Santa, I was listening to Bone Thugs and Harmony, And my oldest brother, he's a musician, and I don't know, I started instead obeying them, I started motivating myself, because my brother used to tell me you're not gonna get into nowhere with that music, with that genre.
And what kind of musician is your brother?
He's like a jazz musician.
Jazz, okay.
But he started listening to heavy metal type shit, But right now he has a drum school, and he's a jazz musician, And he said that because hip hop, we always have back in the days, nowadays it's kind of different, but when we started, we used to or they used to sample. Yeah. Sample, use the break beats and chop the other songs and just add lyrics to them, But I don't know, there's a lot of rappers pulling up to the stage with musicians, so interpreting, and nowadays there's a lot of composers. That's the word, right? Yeah. Compositores. And technology has arrived, in the last year, so it's way different. But I still when it comes to boom bap, I stick to the traditional way to do it. I still sample, I still do break beats. That's my type of way to produce when I produce.
Yeah. And so you said that whenever you did your first show, that was when you kind of felt like this is about to take off for me. And was that the moment where you're like, this is going to take off? Or was it a specific song you created?
I just realized that it was an opportunity to get out of my hood, get out of my house, get out of my comfort zone. I started like creating hope about the project, because people was crowded and shouting out loud when we came out. They knew about the song, so that to me that was like a big ass surprise. I didn't expect that because I never started doing this because of fame. I never started doing this because I wanted to be heard. I wanted to be played. I wanted to be known. I just did it because I liked it, because in difference between other genres, rap music is a genre where you can express yourself like in a thousand ways, way different than other genres. Like pop, in the pop song, you will hear like I miss you, you broke my heart. But in the rap music, you'll say something like I've been waiting for you between I don't know, like. I don't know. It's like it's more spread it. It's more spread it. Like I don't know. Like the way they the rappers explain or express themselves. It's like way different. Like I don't know.
Yeah. And one of the biggest songs you have out now, Astronautes de las Lunares. Did I butcher it? Was that okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
You were like, you did horrible.
That's okay.
How did you come up with that
Astronauta
song? Astronauta
de tus lunares.
Lunares.
Yes.
Thank you. How did you create that song?
Ooh, I was really high.
Okay.
I was really high. I was living in the hills in Mexico City. I was living in a tree house. I used to have
a real tree house?
A real tree house. I can show it to you. Hey, Jimmy, let me get my phone.
We can insert that into the clip. Yeah.
Okay.
What was this tree house? How did you end up living there?
Because in 2013, I went to Mexico City, and it's okay. You want to see it right now?
You can show it.
I'll show it later.
Yeah.
Let's see it right now.
Let's see it right now. That way I can visualize it as we're talking about it. Yeah.
So in 2013, since I was 15 years, my parents didn't like that I smoked weed.
Right.
They didn't like me to use pills. They didn't like me to do all that kind of stuff. I don't think there's too many signal down here. But so they started like approaching me to these rehab centers, since I was very young, because I started like smoking weed when I was 13. Started like drinking alcohol when I was 9. So in 2013, I had like 3 years and 7 months sober. So I relapsed, and I went out of the city.
In 2009 or 2000?
I started my recovery in 2010.
2010, okay.
No, 2009 in September, around there. And then in 2013, I relapsed. I was almost 4 years sober. When I relapsed, I thought, like, if they discover me, they're gonna put me in that rehab center. I don't want to be like locked in, you know what I'm saying, locked up. Mm-hmm. And so I escaped. I do like a geographic escape, from my city.
From the rehab center, or
from my city, from my town, because I didn't want it to stop. Because in that moment, I was making a lot of crazy ass music. Like nobody was doing trap music in Mexico. Like I was the very first one. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so I didn't want it to stop, because I felt like something in my heart that was telling me like, don't stop, bro. Like you're doing good. Like I know you fucked up right now because your health is not that good compared to how it was. And so I went to Mexico City to record an EP that I was writing on it, that I was working on. And I was talking about all the relapse. The name of that EP is Ruido, el Silencio y Yo. That means noise, silence, and I. It was like a lot of noise inside of me, and me being quiet without no saying nothing, acting as it was sober, acting like if nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? So I went to Mexico City. I recorded that EP, and I reunite with my ex-girlfriend. I had like 4 years without watching her. We reunite right there because she was signed by the model agency. She always wanted to be a model. I always want to be like a big artist, a big rapper. And we got together, we had some coffee, and she said, I just met these people from LA that just came to Mexico, and they're looking for young and independent artists to sign so they can invest in them. You want to meet them? And I'm like, yeah, I'm down. So the same day that I arrived, I went to the house in La Condesa, Mexico City. And it was like this people like smoking weed, a lot of wax. Like I didn't knew about the wax. Nobody knew about the wax in Mexico back then. And they were smoking wax, you know what I'm saying? It was like 2013. And they had vaporizers, they had like solar chargers, a lot of products that they were like very, very new in Mexico City, but it was people from California, you know? So I started like rapping to them, showing my videos that they were about to come out, the music that I've been doing. And in about 3 days after that, they offered me a deal. It was not a big deal, you know, but to me, it was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of money. I was young and I didn't know about all this, but I signed. So I stayed and I talked to them like, bro, I cannot go back to Monterey because all of these and that. So with the money of my deal, they rented the mansion. It was like an 8th-floor mansion.
Okay.
So basically I was paying for the house, you know what I'm saying? Like I never touched that money. It was like for the house. So we started like creating a lot of content inside the house, music videos, blogs. I was making my music in there. And that's how I make Astronauta de tus Lunares. Like that's the whole story behind that. But I wrote it in 2015, like 2 years after I arrived. And yeah, I just set up the studio right there, like in a room downstairs my bedroom. And
was it based on a specific person?
I've been trying to remember who inspired me to do that song, but I can't, because in those days, I remember I was really high. You know, I was really high. I was doing a lot of shit, and I can't remember. Like sometimes I remember who inspired me to make each song, but not that one. And I never.
That's like one of your biggest.
I never thought it was about to blow up like that. It's one of my. I just sold like 60% of that song to a company in New York that they bought it, so they can pitch it, they can own rights of it and all that. But I remember also that I started talking to this producer called Kenneth Major. He's from Fiji Islands, and he grew up in Toronto, in Canada. So I told him, like, come to Mexico, bro. Come stay to my house, and let's make some music together. So he came straight from Canada to Mexico City. We met in there, and he started, like, staying there, living with me. We started making a lot of music. That beat, he did it, you know? And we did a lot of other songs, you know, and there's some other few that they're big also with him. That was like.
Did Chiste one of them?
Nah.
Oh, okay, that was.
But like that was like 10 years ago that when we met. And actually this year we just get together again after, I don't know, 7 years without seeing each other. You know, he's married right now. He still make beats. He works a lot with A$AP Ty, other producers. He works with Ishdar. He's an artist. I can't remember from where. I think Philly. I don't remember that well, but yeah, I think he's from Philly. But we just got together. I went to Phoenix and visited him, and we set up a studio. Like we just got all the shit from Gamma Music and, or no, from Music. I can't remember. Guitar Center. Yeah, we get all the gear from Guitar Center, and we set up a studio. And we started like making the volume 2 of that EP because of the 10th anniversary. I wanted to release it this year, but I think it's not gonna be possible. I could, but I don't wanna, you know, rush it.
You have another new album coming out, though. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, I just dropped one like 2 weeks ago. The name's Trufas. This is this cloud came out from the cover art, and that's an album that we did in Amsterdam, in Netherlands, with this producer called Shroom. He's a multi-platinum producer. He has worked with a lot of big names, a lot of big icons in the game. And I feel proud of myself to do that because I never thought I was about to be targeted by someone in the industry like him, you know, from another country. And to me, it was like a trial, because working with him, it was not like working with my producers, because with my producers, I tell them what I want. And when I got there, he just started playing meters, and he's like, hop on this. And I'm like, bro, go to the next one. And he will skip it, but the next day we'll come back with the same one. And it was not my sound, so it was something new for me, you know what I'm saying? But we did good. I was inspired by Amsterdam City. You know, it's a city with a whole country with a different culture, different traditions, different type of lifestyles, different way and type of mindset or state of mind. And but it was cool. It was
How
cool.
do you choose the producers that you work with, or do they reach out to you, or is it kind of a mix?
I think they choose me. I think it's something that happens magically. Because Shroom, I was in Amsterdam, I just went there because I went to the Expo Navis in Spain, in Barcelona. It was like this expo of cannabis, and there was a lot of people out there. My friend told me like, yo, come to Spain, bro, like I'll fly you out. And I went there, and then being there, they were like, hey, okay, so the expo is over, where should we go? We still have like a week. Where do you guys want to spend it? I was like, bro, I want to go to Amsterdam. Like LA and Amsterdam, those are my two top cities that I always wanted to meet since I was a kid. So we went to Amsterdam. I fell in love with that city, and I've been like over 10 countries. And someday I couldn't sleep, you know, because we were just like chilling with all the friends, you know, all the homegirls and all that. So the song came out. It was like 7 a.m. I was in the bed and I wanted to make music out there. So I reached my homie Aleman, and I was like, hey, you know Cooking Soul, right? And then he's like, yeah, okay. Tell him if he can get me a studio. I'm in Amsterdam, right? I want to make a song today. All right, let me ask. And Cooking Soul, I think he's from Spain, and he made the plug with Shroom. He's like, oh, go with this guy. So I texted Shroom like around 7 a.m. And I'm like, I didn't knew who he was. I just thought like he was the one who was in charge of that studio that I was about to go. So I texted him like, hey bro, can you record can you give me an appointment today? I want to book the studio for a couple hours. What's up? And he's like, yeah, I'm down, but it's 7 a.m. bro. I'm just waking up. Like, yeah, whenever you come, I'm just saying, whenever you can. So we met that night. I went with two of my homegirls to the studio, and I wrote the song right there. The name's Heva. It's in the last album, Adancito. And once I was over with the song, he's like, hey, I fuck with your shit. I like how you do shit. Would you let me produce a song for you right now? And I'll be, yeah, I'm down, bro. I don't have nothing to do. So he started like making a beat right on the way, and I hop on that, I spit it, and we dropped the song like two weeks ago. But he said like after that, he said like, bro, I want to produce like a whole album for you, bro. And I was like, yeah, I'm down. You know what I'm saying? So I came back to Amsterdam like a month or 2 months ago. And he was like, when do you want to drop this, bro? And I'm like, bro, right now. You should start mixing it, bro. Mixing is gonna take a long. Who should we send this album to mix? And I'm like, you mix it, bro. You know how to mix. I've seen you, bro. So he started mixing it in about 2 weeks. When I came back to Mexico, he had the mixes already. And then we started talking to this company, Even, that my boy Kenny's Major talked to me about him. Even it's like a whole new thing. They're from here. They're from the U.S.
LA.
Have you heard about them?
It's Eden?
Even.
Even, okay.
Have you heard about them?
I haven't.
Okay.
Is it a lot of more Spanish music or artists?
No, actually, there's a lot of. I was the very first Mexican releasing through them.
Oh, amazing! Congratulations.
It's not a thank you. It's not a distro company. It's not a distribution platform. It's an app where you can get access to the music before it comes out.
Yeah.
You know. And it's you put a price to your music in there, so it's kind of cool. You know, it's something new. Like if I say like I have a release in 1 month, but if you guys want to listen to it right now, you can go to Even and get to the music, and you can create a whole package just like with the beats, with the deluxe version, a whole other worlds you can create in there, whatever you want, you can do there. So I told Shroom about this, and we did the release through Even before we released it, and there was like a few people that went to Even because it's something new. So people is afraid in Mexico to use an app that they don't know about. So it's my responsibility to be the first one. So
people here are the same way.
But
like
hopefully soon they get familiar to it and they start like, consuming the music through in different ways to support the artists. And I'm gonna tell you something. I made more money on even in 1 week than in YouTube. And I've been building my shit in YouTube for over 13 years.
Really?
So it's crazy.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And it went good. People is blowing up. I think they're blowing up. They're blowing their minds up with the album, because it's a whole different world. It's not the same kind of sound that they're accustomed to with Adan, Cruz. You know, last album was like 100% reggaeton, a few of trap, and that's it. But I've been evolutionating. I used to think a lot about when I was younger that I will be always on the underground. You know, that was my state of mind, like always underground.
Instead of mainstream.
Never commercial, never mainstream. But that's something that you cannot put some control, I guess, on my opinion, because being commercial is to sell, and the music sells by itself automatically.
Once everyone starts hearing you, then
exactly,
you
that just happened. And you know, and more after the streaming platforms came to the industry.
Yeah, there's tons of streaming platforms. So new album, tour. So you want to talk about tour?
Yeah, I think, I mean, like, we just finished a little tour over 25 dates, 25 shows.
A little tour with 25 dates.
Yeah, I'm saying little because we went to a lot of small towns, you know what I'm saying? And we did a few big ones, but we went to the small towns where nobody wants to go.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you like tour life?
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, what's your favorite part about touring?
My favorite part about touring, it's meeting new people. Okay. Yeah, I love meeting people. Sometimes I tell them, like, hey, let's just meet up. Because I do meet and greets, you know what I'm saying, most of the times. And I'm like, let's just meet up. Like, I had a show last week for that album, the past one. And I made an after party. And I told them, like, please, no photos. Let's just talk. Let's just meet each other. Let's be humans. Yeah. No fans, no artists, just people in there. You know what I'm saying? Did
people really put their phones away? And
no.
I was about to say, if you were able to do that, that's
in
amazing.
a moment of the night, yes. But after that moment, they started like asking for a picture. And I was like, no. And then the owner of the house asked for one. And after that, everything was fucked up.
You have to.
Because everybody, it was like that that movie Silence, where the monsters, whenever they listened to something, they started like looking and seeking. Have you seen it? I think it's new.
And so once one person asked you, did you take a picture with them, or you were like,
whenever they saw a flash come out in the party, because it was inside a house, everybody started like coming like, bro, let's take a picture. Like, I know, like we were partying. Like, why would you want to take a picture? I'm just right here.
You're a celebrity.
Like, I know, but that's why we make meet and greets.
Yeah.
You know, come to the meet and greet.
Yeah. It's meet and greet number 2 for them.
The Bible has a book called Ecclesiastes 3. I don't know how you call it in English. Ecclesiastes.
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes. The 3rd chapter, it talks about there's time for every single thing in life. So let's give some time for the party. Let's give some time for the photos. Let's give some time for the meet. Let's give some time for the show.
I love that you're using the Bible to say, let's make time to party.
I mean, because the Bible says,
it specifically says in Ecclesiastes.
Even back in days, Jesus used to party. You know what I'm saying? He
turned water into wine.
He used to be tripping, turning water into wine. I'm saying, like, everybody was having fun with that.
We're not condoning that at the Hall of Fame. You know, those are the views of the artist here.
I could tell there were some potheads looking at that. I'm like, look at Jesus, bro. He just turned water into wine. That was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, I related with that because it says everything. Time for everything. Time to cry, time to laugh, time to suffer, time to be happy, time to work, time to rest, time to party, time to meditate. You know what I'm saying? Time to photos, time to show.
Yeah.
So let's give it up like that, you know?
So then you had to leave your own party once everyone.
I started getting mad. There was like a little guy being like, he was looking at me like, you should come with Santa Fe Clan next time to see what's up, if you take pictures or not. And he started walking, like, comparing me with Santa Fe Clan. He's another rapper. And I'm like, call a taxi, bro. I want to leave this this party, like, and he was like, hey, Adan, please another party. And I started like, bro, please get the fuck that phone away from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I said, no photos. Like, hey, I'm being cool with y'all being in the party with y'all. Like, why you wanna fucking kill my vibes? You know what I'm saying?
But do you realize that that's probably gonna happen to you
No.
more and more?
No,
or you're not gonna
my
invite
next
those
after
people?
party, there's gonna be a reception with a girl grabbing all the phones with numbers and tags on them. So whenever you leave the party, you can grab your phone.
Yes.
And that's a way how the people's gonna connect more.
Yeah.
You know, stop watching your screen. Enjoy the party. Do some Mr. Mushy shrooms, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Do some
yes, we want to talk about your Mr. Mushy
You know what I'm saying?
endorsement. Do you eat the chocolates a lot to get in the zone?
Well, I do shrooms. Yeah, I have a lot of shrooms in my house. I do different type of shrooms. I don't know how to call them in English, but melena de leon, cordyceps. Those are very good for your health, mental health, and more if you're in recovery, because it gets you focused. It's not addictive. Actually, I've read about it scientifically. It's not a drug. They call it entheogen. I don't know how to say it in English, but it's a different family out of that. But in society and different type of countries or different countries, they consider that as a drug. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we drop in a collab with Mr. Mushy's.
You guys see the brand on the cups?
Yeah, we're doing a chocolate with the smiley from Adancito with the Mr. Mushy's branding. They did the whole thing based in the art of my new album, Trufas, or Truffles in English. And I'm excited for that because I think it's something good for the people. And the chocolate has now this psychoactive substance, so that's cool as fuck.
So how did the Mr. Mushy's collaboration come to be? You see the brand.
Oh yeah, I remember that day I landed in LA. My homie Jimmy Locks, he always picks me up. We get some food. We go to what's the name? Norm's. We go to Norm's. I like Norm's. I don't know why, but I like Norm's. I like the gumbo out there. And he said we have a schedule. We have an appointment at the studio today, and we went to the studio with Phoenix Flexen and Cypress Moreno, so we get mad because I talked to Cypress before that, and I went to the studio. Mo, he was there from Mr. Mushy's. We met. He gave me a jacket from Mr. Mushy's. We met there the next day. I was in the warehouse with them. I shooted like a few videos for the Trufas drop, and I started like posting that after I came back to Mexico. I was wearing the gear that they gave me because they gave me a whole pack like full of gifts and all that, you know. And I like the brand, you know. I tried every single thing that they gave me. I have these cups also. I have my sleepers, you know. I got shirts, everything, caps and all that. So the next time that I came, I think we started talking about that. I was in Mexico. I can't remember that well, but we started talking about making a collab with the album, you know. And so we dropping a collab very, very soon. Actually, I should be receiving the package with the bar soon in Mexico, so we can shoot the commercials, the video commercials, the advertisements, because I want to do it well, you know. I just don't want to drop it with a post, you know. I want to do a whole thing with it, and I'm very happy and I'm excited of that, you know.
What's one of your favorite like chocolate bars that they have that you eat?
Well, definitely the milk chocolate. Yeah, that's the most classic one.
That's your favorite, and you love the merch. Show everyone your slippers. They're really cute.
Yeah, they're comfortable as fuck.
So you're sober, but you do shrooms. What would you say to people who would say shrooms are technically like a drug?
Well, it depends on how you use them. If you microdose it, how do you do? It's like being an alcoholic. Do you take a bottle and then you take another one and they close the bar and you still want to party, or you take a cup or two and then you go to sleep. Then tomorrow you go to work. It depends on how you use the substances, you know. Because alcohol is a drug actually. So, are you an alcoholic or not? Are you a trouble drinker? Are you a social drinker? Or are you a strong drinker?
And shrooms are more natural.
Shrooms are natural. It depends on how you use them, you know.
Yeah.
And as I said, in my experience, shrooms are not addictive. You know, it's not like when you take a bump and your body asks for more. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people using shrooms nowadays, and there's misinformation about all this, you know. More in my country. My country is more like all type of drugs, even marijuana, it's like an issue. Not even lately, because lately my homies from Paradise, it's a big company with over 250 stores all around Mexico. Even in Panama, they just opened one. They started like associating with different type of icons in the society in Mexico to push their recreative use of marijuana. So they already opened a few, how do they call them, clubs, like coffee shops where you can get weed and a document so you can, because in our Constitution always have said that you can earn or you can have five grams with you. But whenever you driving around the city and they pull you up, that's the way to say it, right?
Pull you over.
The cops.
Yeah.
They'll see you with 3 grams for a joint. They will bust your ass down, or they will, do something. They will hit you. They will rob you. But supposedly
will do that if they see you with weed.
Yeah, but supposedly, I mean, you can fix it right on the way. You just give them money. That's how it works in our country. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
And but back in the days when the mafias and there was a lot of cartels running all that and fighting for the plazas, if you have weed and it's not from the ones who runs that plaza, they will kidnap you. You could end dead. A lot of shit could happen to you. But
is that
but supposedly you can have 5 grams. Supposedly. Okay. So what Paradise is doing is giving every single one who goes to the club and register themselves so they can go into the club, earn weed, get some weed, smoke in there even, and go with your bag or with your 5 grams of weed. They give you a document where you can, I don't know how to call an amparo, like a
pardon?
No, amparo is like when you are, well, they give you a document where it defends. It's like a defense for you.
Yeah.
I don't know how to call it.
It's like you're fine if you have this document. You can pass through it with the weed.
Exactly. So there's many clubs that they're opening nowadays in Mexico. But it's been an issue. My mom, if she will know that I'm smoking weed, she will go crazy.
Yeah. So if the people that are watching this want to know when your collab is coming out with Mr. Mushies, do you know yet? Or you're still waiting on the product? Not looking at your watch. Soon.
Very soon.
What is the collaboration called? So if they're looking it up on the website, they can find it.
This is Adancito by Mr. Mushies, or Mr. Mushies by Adancito.
Okay.
I can't remember. I don't have my phone right here, but it's at the same time. We are one. You know what I'm saying? We just unify. It's Mr. Mushies, Adancito, and Psychedelia from TJ. Mr. Mushies LA, Adancito from Monterey. It's like a whole collaboration and. At first, we drop in 1,000 bars, and we'll see how people react with them. We're gonna distribute it in Mexico, and in the Paradise shops. I think I'm gonna start with the biggest cities first, and we'll see how they go.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
On top of everything else you do, you're also big on TikTok. You're a TikTok creator. You do a lot of comedy sketches. I saw you calling Domino's, like sort of a prank call that you did. How do you come up with these ideas or these personas on your TikTok?
I have always been a little bit clowny when I'm out of the studio, when I'm just kicking it with my friends, I love humor, I like bizarre humor, like Tom Green comedies, type shit. Like, I don't know if you've seen that movie, UHF. Have you seen it? No?
I haven't seen it.
Where's the Pilot or Airplane?
It's an airplane.
Airplane movie. Have you never seen that? Back from the 90s, 89 type.
There's a lot of airplane movies. Is it it's a comedy?
It's a comedy.
Oh, like Soul Plane?
I can't remember.
Anyway.
Either way, like I'm, but but
The people that are in the background, if you can hear them, you just ignore them, please.
I mean, I don't know. I have
So
that
like the
sense of humor.
Domino's prank.
Yeah.
When you became a persona, like a new persona,
Veron.
Veron. Okay, how did you come up with Veron?
I did my first Veron video like 13 years ago. 13 years ago, I did that for.
How did you come up with that character though? Like, who is he supposed to be?
I think he was a football player.
Okay.
I used to play FIFA, and it was like this guy called Veron from Argentina, I guess. You know, so I don't know. That name came to my mind. I freestyle. You know, I'm a rapper, so I freestyle. But I was freestyling when I was doing the prank. So he asked for my name. He's like, "What's your name?" And I'm like, "My name? For real? You want to know my name? I never revealed my name, but I can tell you my nickname." And he's like, "Okay, give me your nickname." And I'm like, "Okay, my name. I never revealed my name, but in the hood they know me as Ron." I did that in 2011, so I came back. I do like a throwback, like lately.
Yeah.
You know, I did that again. People like just came out like recognizing Veron. I can tell they missed it, you know, because I stopped doing that kind of videos, that type of videos in 2017. My life changed a lot between 2016 and 17, so I stopped doing all that. But I just thought about it, like, hey, bro, what are you doing now in your free time? Like, you should start doing all those kind of videos that you used to do naturally. Mm-hmm. So that's why I did it, and I did a few more. I don't know, it's something that I like. Yeah. I started doing that type of videos like back in the days, you know, like way back in the days. And I used to post them on YouTube and Facebook.
And now just you and your friends. Your friends are in a lot of them. I saw the one with the eyes.
Oh, yeah.
The very last one I think you posted where he had the eyes and was chasing the girl.
Yeah, that is actually me.
That is you?
Yeah.
And you have long hair?
Yeah, I have long hair.
Oh, let's see the hair. Okay, yes, we love a mane. Yeah. What shampoo and conditioner?
I was in Cancun. There was a hurricane. I was afraid to miss my flight.
And did you miss it?
I didn't. We actually bought another one from another city, like 3 hours away from that city. But there was a hurricane there the same day in Florida.
Okay,
you know?
You made it. So we're about to play Sketch It for Hall of Fame, and we have our lovely producer, Max, who is going to come on camera and explain the game to us.
All right, let's go, y'all. So for Sketch It, we're going to draw the most trickiest thing you would see off shrooms. All right, you have to draw with your least dominant hand. You guys have 1 minute and 30 seconds to draw it. All right, and I will start it in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Wait, so we were just talking about spirit animals, and you said that yours is a frog.
You want to talk about, while we drawing with our...
You're supposed to do both. You're supposed to be able to talk and draw, or you just want to draw.
Okay, let's try that.
We can just draw for 90 seconds.
What was your question?
You said your spirit animal was a frog.
Oh, yeah. I think my spiritual animal is a frog. Indeed.
Why a frog?
Because. No, I'm playing. There's a certain species. That's the way to call it. Species.
Mm-hmm. Like mammals.
In Mexico, called what's it called? It's called.
Like mammals.
It's a species of frog. It's called.
Oh, a certain type.
A certain type of species. I can't remember the name of it. I'm just trying to refresh my memory. Is because I'm trying to do my best in this draw.
Okay, no, we don't have to ask questions and draw. We could learn about your spirit animal after.
It's called.
How much time do we have, Max?
15 seconds.
15 what?
Seconds.
Okay.
Can we have like another 60 seconds?
3, 2, 1.
I feel like this is a pretty good drawing for my less dominant hand. He's cheating, you guys. He's still drawing.
No.
Okay. So Do you want to show your picture first of what you drew?
All right, this is the smoking pineapple.
That's really cute.
The
What is he
pineapple.
smoking? He's smoking.
He's smoking the frog.
Okay. The frog?
Yeah.
That's your spirit animal?
He's smoking the frog's pimples.
Okay, very specific.
Did you know that you can smoke frog pimples?
No, I did not know that. Have you done that before?
Yeah, I was about to tell you about that, but I couldn't focus about that. I think that's shitting. You guys were shitting. Yeah.
You're supposed to
No,
talk
I
and
just
draw.
discovered you. You were shitting. You were asking me hard questions while I was drawing so you can win. Show up. Show yours.
Okay, we will circle back to you smoking frog pimples because that sounds amazing. Mine, we were talking about spirit animals, so it's a penguin. My spirit animal is a penguin.
And what is this? A sun?
It's a sun. It's in the grass.
It looks like
but it's
a
a
UFO.
penguin. I'm on shrooms, so it's not in the cold.
It looks more like a UFO.
Okay, it was with my left hand. It could be a
Nice.
UFO. I'm on shrooms, right?
Yeah.
You see all the things? Okay, so let's dissect. Does your pineapple have eyes?
Yeah.
So it's a live
Popped out
pineapple
eyes.
smoking frog pimples.
Yeah.
So what was your experience smoking frog pimples?
So there's a tribe in Mexico, to be precise, in the state of Sonora, called well, there's a tribe. I forgot the name, and they have like a species in that area, in that region. It's called.
You don't have to know the tribe's name.
No, I want to remember.
Okay. Let's see.
Let me just look it out.
I was like, is your phone up and working?
It's called Bufo.
Okay.
Bufo alvarius. This species lives under the ground, you know, and there's a season in the year that they come out. They grab them, they have the pimples, they squeeze them in glasses. So whenever that substance dries, you can smoke it and have a spiritual trip.
Okay.
So it makes you release dimethyltryptamine. Have you heard about that?
No.
That's the life molecule,
Okay.
right? And you release or just segregate. You release that substance every single time you go to sleep. When you're dreaming, you're releasing DMT.
Okay.
When you born, you release DMT. When you die, you release DMT. So you put that in a pipe and you smoke it straight. And in 10 seconds, you will get out of your body and have like a spiritual whole trip. And yep.
So what was your spiritual trip? Like when you smoked it, how did you feel?
Well, I went to just like a dark space because I was with my eyes closed. I had like a candle in the back for the very first time. That was a long time ago. And then there was like a lot of fractals falling down in different colors. And then I traveled through a tunnel until I get into a room with like 6 people around me or 7 people around me dressing in black. There was like this skinny guys. I couldn't see them like clearly. They were blurred, but I was feeling peaceful, and they were just like examining me all around the bed. And it was like one of them. He was like kind of close to me, but I didn't feel like I didn't feel like nothing but peace in that moment, you know? And there was the last time that I did it, I started screaming. I don't remember that, but I started screaming a lot. Screaming, like if I was afraid or scared, you know?
So do you find a metaphor for the first time you tripped out of like everyone staring at you and you're standing in the middle? Do you ever feel like that's kind of how your life is now? Like that you're a celebrity, like tons of eyes watching you?
I never thought about that. Whoa, that might make sense. But yeah.
Like maybe that's why you don't like everyone on their phones or wanting to take pictures with you because everyone's eyes are all on you. So you just trip and then you're like, the trip is over. I feel great now.
It's like 8 minutes trip, yeah.
Oh, it's 8 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it's over.
And then it's over.
Okay.
Then you came back. You start feeling texture. You realize the importance of texture of stuff and material.
Yeah.
You start feeling your teeth, like all your body back. It's crazy.
How often do you do this? Like once a year or just?
No, sometimes I spend like, I don't know, 5 years without not doing it.
Yeah. So every once in a while.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, before we wrap up, we want to talk about like your last ventures here, Fashion Week. What's going on in Fashion Week?
On Fashion Week in Puerto Vallarta in Mexico, we're throwing a show with Alemán, with Sandro Malando, with Simple, maybe Tim Revolver from Reach Vagos. It's gonna be a big ass show. It's like a whole events in different spots in Puerto Vallarta for a whole week. And I'm also performing in Hollywood. I'm opening for Be Real. I'm performing beside Little Easy E and some other artists. And to me, that is like a whole big thing, you know, because I was listening to Cypress Hill and Psycho Realm and all that when I was like 13, when I was, you know, riding the walls and doing graffiti, you know, watching graffiti videos. And now I opened a concert for him in Mexico City last year, and I met him. I met the whole team, and now I'm performing in California, you know, with him. So that to me, that's like, I feel so grateful with my team, with the people that is pushing my project, Adan Cruz project out here in the U.S., making that type of stuff happen. To me, it's like something huge that I don't even have words for it, because you know, nowadays I look in the mirror and I look to Adan Cruz, the artist, but before that I'm a fan, you know. But you know, to me it's big. It's something big, and I feel grateful for that, you know.
And so
Something
what
big.
are you most excited for next in your career? Or what's your vision?
I'm excited for a deal that we're trying to look for out here in the U.S. because it's been Sony, it's been Warner, it's been Universal, it's been Altafona, it's been a lot of companies that I have sitting with in Mexico, but they don't have nothing big to offer, and they just covered Mexico territory. And I am not interested in that because I did Mexico by my own. I'm interested in Australia and being big out here in Asia, being big out here, collab with the big artists from out here. You know, that's my target because hip hop started here. Yeah. And people like gives hip hop the value that it deserves out here, not in Mexico. Like in Mexico, they don't value skills, they don't value quality of music, they don't value MCs. They value the most basic and plainy hamburger that you can get, you know. And that's how it goes. So I believe that my future is out here, and I'm excited for that because we already sitting with different companies, and I think something is going to happen, something big is going to happen. And I knew since I was younger that my future is in here, and now everything is getting together, and I can tell, and I can start seeing stuff clearly.
Well, we here at Hall of Fame are super excited to see you grow in your career. Thank you
Appreciate
for
that.
stopping by. Do you want to give the folks your at where they can follow you on your hilarious TikTok, Instagram, all that fun stuff?
Well, Adan Cruz MX, all around, YouTube Adan Cruz, Spotify Adan Cruz. Make sure you tap in, and thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for the time, and I hope we can meet soon.
Make sure you vote. You don't hold yours. Last thing, vote. Smoking Pineapple, I think his might have won, or Penguin in the Sun. See you next time.